Okay guys, so I've got a banger for you in this video. This contest was a title eliminator for the World IBF Super Featherweight Championship. The fight involved Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov in the white shorts from Tajikistan and Eduardo Nunez in the grey shorts from Mexico. This was a 12-round championship fight. Okay guys, thoughts and opinions at the end. Let's get straight into the action.
With a 27-fight record, 26 fights, 26 wins. 27 fights, 26 wins, 26 of his wins coming inside the distance. Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov coming to the ring with a 19-fight record, 17 wins, just a 1 defeat on that split decision loss against Joe Cordina in Cardiff last year, and 1 draw against Jojo Diaz when he first fought for the IBF vacant super featherweight title. Title was vacant because Jojo Diaz missed weight, so the title was only on the line for Rakhimov as he scores with a good southpaw left to the body. Been around both men during the build-up to this contest, and both are in confident mood. Within the gymnasium this morning when both men stepped onto the scales. I'm pleased to say that they both made their check weight. In this 130-pound contest, neither boxer could weigh in at more than 140 pounds this morning, and they both made it, and that is why we have this contest here tonight. Oh, good right hand over the top. Right hand, such an effective antidote against the southpaw stance, and that is Nunez's Sunday punch. He has put men to sleep with that single shot. KO of the year contender when he took out Jesus Martin Seiko with a single right hand when he backed his man to the ropes. That is the type of dynamite power that he possesses. There's a good right hand catapulting off the strands once again. He kept the attack going, did Nunez, to score with arcing punches to the body. There he looks for a left hook and right hand through the middle, but Rakhimov showing his experience and composure, making his man miss, then spinning off the line to turn the tables and put his man on the ropes. Good southpaw left followed by a right jab as Rakhimov over that front foot looking to back up Nunez. Nunez spinning off the line, fully committed to the right hand, but it was long after good head movement from Rakhimov. There's a lead southpaw right hook from Rakhimov. Left hand over the top. Ten-second clapper has sounded as Rakhimov continuing to bob and weave in the pocket, looking for a right hand to the body. He did find the range with a left hook to the body to end the attack, did Nunez. First round in the book. So into the second round we go. Eduardo Nunez in his 28th professional contest, competing in his first scheduled 12-rounder tonight. He's been in 9 scheduled 10-rounders, but has scored 2 10th-round stoppages. When I asked him yesterday how he feels about the prospect of going the 12-round distance, he said that is no problem, and he's trained to go far further if necessary. Also put to that question which you often pose to punchers: what if the punch isn't enough? He said he's not just a puncher, he's a consummate boxer, and he intends to showcase that here tonight. But of course, if the opportunity to score the knockout comes, he's demonstrated that he takes it with cold, calculating efficiency. As Rakhimov looking to come forward behind his right jab, left hand to the body was repelled by Nunez. Nunez with a good right hand, and that's just disrupted the boxing stance of Rakhimov. Rakhimov backed over to the ropes and now looking to fight fire with fire. Nunez going head hunting, perhaps just a little bit shaken up as Rakhimov, terrific punch picking with that left uppercut. And that, well, notable from Nunez's point of view, because oftentimes when he has his man going like that, the fight is over. But not only was the fight not over, Rakhimov, as you'd expect from a former world champion, coming back with offense of his own, 2 beautifully picked southpaw left uppercuts, just keeping Nunez honest and ensuring that he didn't get greedy. Just beyond the halfway stage is beautiful boxing while spinning off the line from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, pinning Nunez momentarily to the ropes. As Rakhimov continuing to press. Left hand over the top from Rakhimov, not too far away. Nunez with a good right hand to the body after he made Rakhimov's uppercut right hook go over his head. So just under a minute remaining in this round, all reaching with that southpaw left was Rakhimov. And for a dynamite puncher, particularly with his right cross like Nunez, that could be meat and drink. He went looking for it but couldn't find the range. Left hook off the mark from Nunez. Good left-right combination, reverse 1-2 from Rakhimov. Both men firing in left hooks. Rakhimov's was to the body, Nunez is to the head. Nunez, good left hook shovel beneath the right elbow of the former champion. Good left hook once again from Nunez, who's then countered with a left hand over the top from Rakhimov out of his southpaw stance. And Rakhimov jitterbugging his way forward, bobbing and weaving as he makes his way into range. Heads almost came together, but it was a southpaw left that landed from the former champion, and a left cross is a peach of a punch from Rakhimov just before the bell to conclude round number 2. So into the third round then, this one's scheduled for 12. Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, the first boxer from Tajikistan to win a widely recognized world title. Nunez boxing off the ropes, terrific use of that lead left hand, snapping it out like a trip hammer. But then Rakhimov quickening his feet and spearing away with that southpaw left cross. Holding his ground in center ring is Nunez, and just plants his feet and shoots in a looping long left hook. Action just above our commentary position here ringside. Nunez content to bob and weave in the strands before skipping off clockwise to his left, away from the southpaw backhand of Rakhimov. Rakhimov with 14 of his 17 wins coming inside the distance. Remember, he had to get off the floor against Zelfa Barrett to claim the vacant title, dropping Zelfa Barrett twice in the 9th round, prompting the towel to come in from Zelfa's uncle and trainer, former European champion and world title challenger, the self-proclaimed Black Flash, Pat Barrett out of Manchester. That is how he claimed the title, and that title became vacant because Joe Cordina, after that stunning KO of Kenichi Ogawa in his home city of Cardiff, damaged his hand and so was unable to make a defense. He felt hard done by. Title was vacant. It was won by Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, and Rakhimov's first defense was against Joe Cordina in Cardiff last April. Joe Cordina sending Rakhimov to the canvas in the 2nd round, but Rakhimov storming back, and it was Cordina who ended up regaining the title on a split decision. So that is the game of almost fistic musical chairs we have had around the IBF strap. And that is how these two men find themselves in a final eliminator to face off against Joe Cordina. He was supposed to be fighting, but he's now going to be fighting in May to defend that title as Rakhimov, accurate with that southpaw left once again. Good left jab and then right hand over the top from Nunez. The left jab was to the body. As again, Rakhimov making his man miss by bobbing and weaving while in punching range, but there's an accurate right hand down the pipe, but a terrifically crisp southpaw left shot down the middle from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. As Rakhimov goes in search of the southpaw left cross once again. Bad intentions behind those hooks being fired out by Nunez, but he's been inaccurate. Some of them he didn't fully commit to, but Rakhimov, front foot pressure being applied and remaining in the wheelhouse of the KO artist. There's a southpaw right hook from Rakhimov as Nunez backed up into the gold corner on the 10-second clapper. Straight punches being let fly by Rakhimov. Left hook while spinning out of the corner from Nunez. Terrific action in that 3rd round, my goodness. But with the application of petroleum jelly, that designed to help aid the punches slip off and reduce their gripping effect. So into the 4th round then. It has been terrific two-way action so far. Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov invariably over the front foot. There he scored with the southpaw left cross once again. And look how he makes Nunez miss And Nunez, full-blooded hooks being fired out. You can see he's a muscular operator, and I just wonder to what extent that will drain the tank in the event that he keeps being inaccurate with his work, as Rakhimov pins Nunez just above our commentary position and scores with combination success. Terrific volume from Rakhimov. Howitzer of a right hook from Nunez. Good left hook to the body landed by the man from Mexico. As the action in the middle of the boxing ring, the two men just on the edge of range. Good two-shot combination from Nunez, followed by a left hook to check the chin of Rakhimov. But Rakhimov, at yesterday's weigh-in, oh, there's a good right hand again from Nunez, but Rakhimov took it well. The stare down between the two boxers at the conclusion of the weigh-in was intense, and he ran his thumb across his throat. Did Rakhimov, just looking to get inside the mind of Nunez, but this one being fought in a terrific spirit so far. Both men enjoying success during the previous passage of the round. As Nunez, trying to hold his ground, comes forward behind a right cross left hook. Good left hook to the body seemed to hurt Rakhimov from Nunez, and that is why he's keen to initiate a clinch. He clamped his elbow to his torso just to allow the pain from that body shot to subside. Has Nunez recognized that as he gets over the front foot? Left hand is a scoring shot to the body of the straight variety from Rakhimov, but Nunez back on the front foot once again and slamming in hooks to the torso of the man from Tajikistan. And look at how Rakhimov is being doubled over, but still demonstrating the toughness to let his hands go despite the discomfort he must be feeling after absorbing these muscular body shots from Nunez. 40 seconds and change remaining in this fourth round. It's been a very good round for Eduardo Nunez, and a counter right hook followed by a left is a beautiful combination from Nunez, making the man from Tajikistan miss before making him pay with a hard two-shot salvo. Looking for the left hand to the body is Rakhimov. And there's a good left hand landed by Rakhimov. As Nunez was content to retreat to the ropes, he came fully square, presenting a full-side target to the former champion, and he accurately picked a southpaw left which swiveled his head. 10-second clapper has sounded, and the two men exchanging punches at close range. Hooks and uppercuts being fired in by both boxers, and they've continued to fight through the bell. So into the fifth round we go then. Mention the fact that this is the first contest for Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov since losing his world title to Joe Cordina last April. As for Eduardo Nunez, he was last in the ring just 3.5 months ago in October of last year. Bringing all of that activity in the ring as he takes a southpaw left over the top but scores with a right hand to the body. Eduardo Nunez goes by the nickname of Sugar, as three-shot combination saw the first left uppercut get through out of the southpaw stance. And you see how Rakhimov shakes that lead right hand. Oftentimes I wonder whether he's injured the right hand, but I think it's just an idiosyncratic tick of his boxing to keep those wrists relaxed, because there's certainly no drop-off in the usage rate of his lead right hand, despite the fact that he shakes it continually as we go through a contest. Good shot to the body as Nunez continuing to operate on the perimeter of the boxing ring. This is where Rakhimov has enjoyed success in previous rounds, and he does so right on cue again. Left hand to the body, and then a left hook from Nunez caused the boxing stance of Rakhimov to become disorganized. Looks as though he took it on the bicep or the elbow, but again he's holding on desperately to Nunez's left hand, suggesting that he was hurt downstairs to the body once again, as Nunez looks to target him to the right side of his torso once more. Good right hand slung into the body, and then a left hook to the body, which again causes Rakhimov to wilt. He's spinning off the line, dancing in the center of the boxing ring, breathing through an open mouth, as is Nunez. But remember, no stranger to the championship distances. Good work to the body, and then a howitzer of a left hook upstairs from Nunez, whose feet momentarily found him in the southpaw stance, and he's finding a home for his right hand to the body and left hook to the chin. is Eduardo Nunez. But now he's got his composure back together as Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, and he is accommodating Eduardo Nunez in torrid two-way action. He's shoveling in punches just above the belt line of the man from Mexico. Toe-to-toe action in the space of center ring, getting the better of the exchange with two shots to the body and a left hook to the chin is Nunez. And Rakhimov just seemingly taking a breather, and that's allowing Nunez to make hay as another wicked left hook slammed into the right side of Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. He's backing off, he's not looking to engage, and he's been hurt to the body this time by a right hand. Wicked body punching being demonstrated by Eduardo Nunez, and a right hand swivels the head of Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. This is a really difficult passage of the round that he's enduring here. His back pinned to the ropes near the neutral corner, just above our commentary position. He gamely gets himself back to the space of center ring, but coming on in torrid fashion is Eduardo Nunez. So into the sixth round then, and the momentum, for my money, is with Eduardo Nunez. Goes by the nickname Sugar, and if you think of boxers who have entered the ring with that moniker over the years, they often tend to be slicksters. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Shane Mosley, this man anything but. And that's not to suggest that he's crude, but my goodness, he is a heavy-handed box slugger fighter. And he has demonstrated that quality over the previous couple of rounds. Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov was really slowed up during the course of the fifth. Has the minute interval been enough for his energy levels to recover? There he catches Nunez as he's retreating with a single shot. And Nunez just taking his foot off the gas for this portion of the round. There's a beautifully picked southpaw left from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. Approaching a minute 20 gone. He's looking for a left hand to the body, but catching Rakhimov with a right hook while he was on the ropes was Nunez. And Nunez did put an awful lot into the previous round, perhaps taking a bit of a breather. And that will be welcome respite from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov's point of view. And as I say that, Nunez comes barreling forwards once again. Rakhimov remaining defensively responsible. Right hand is what was fired in from Nunez. Right hook was off the mark, and so it was countered by a rapier sharp southpaw left cross from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, who is up on his toes now and moving in dynamic fluid fashion around the space of the boxing ring. Roundhouse right was a short shot over the top, then hard punches slung into the body from Nunez. There was a chin checker of a left hook a few moments ago, followed by more body attack success, then a right hand upstairs. Jabbing his way off the ropes is Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, but a good portion of the round for Sugar from Mexico. So Nunez looking to quicken his feet and cut off the ring as he scored down to the body, then a left hook uppercut to the head, followed by a left hook to the body, and it's more body attack success again as Rakhimov trying to tuck up. He fires off the ropes with a southpaw left and then a southpaw right jab, but his punches appearing to be less potent as he takes another right hand over the top that causes him to back up near the ropes, near the neutral corner on the far side of the ring. So Nunez continuing the momentum that he's established in the previous couple of rounds. Straight shots followed, ended by a right hook. Six rounds completed, a potential 6 rounds to go in this final eliminator for the IBF Super Featherweight World title. Right hand over the top from Eduardo Nunez. Nunez fighting in his first scheduled 12-rounder tonight. Made his debut in September of 2015 in Mexico. This is his first fight outside of Mexico. But my goodness, he's dealing with not only the occasion and but the reputation and ability of the man in front of him very well indeed. There's a southpaw left uppercut from Rakhimov. For my money, I think the momentum is with the man from Mexico, but Rakhimov showing his class once again, spinning off counterclockwise to his right and getting his foot outside the lead foot of the orthodox boxer Nunez and having success with that right hand. Nunez back in pursuit, having success but made to miss with his final attempted shot. Left hook to the body once more from Nunez, as Rakhimov is doing an outstanding job re-establishing his movement on the back foot, spinning off the line beautifully, almost leaving Nunez chasing shadows during that previous passage of the round. And what a recovery of energy levels from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, because for the previous 3 rounds he was hurt repeatedly to the body, but like the former champion he is able to get on his toes. But now Nunez has got him pinned in the neutral corner near the far side of the ring and is continuing to blast muscular body punches in once again. Rakhimov claims his man, looks to walk him back across the space of center ring. Referee Mark Nelson prizes the 2 men apart. Good right hand landed by Nunez once more, who's quickened his feet while stalking his man. Action directly above our commentary position here ringside. Approaching 2 minutes gone in the round. Double right hand success from Nunez, who is varying his power beautifully, as he is his shot selection, scoring repeatedly to both body and head. There's a short chopping right hand over the top. Came back up as though was shaping to throw a left hook, and right on cue there is the left hook behind the right elbow of Rakhimov. So this was shaping up into a round of 2 halves, because for the first half of the round there was beautiful counterclockwise movement to the right of the southpaw former champion. But in the second half of the round, Nunez is making Rakhimov hold his feet, dragging him into toe-to-toe exchanges where his heavy-handed artillery is wreaking serious havoc. And now Rakhimov with a burst of punches, scoring through the middle and around the corner with hooks and uppercuts. Nunez responds with a successful attack of his own. He looks for a right cross over the top, which wasn't too far away. That left hook was right on the money. Didn't set it up with a jab, as Nunez just backs off beyond the edge of range. Long bridging his man with the lead left jab. Slings in a hard right uppercut to the body. Referee Mark Nelson on hand to intervene because the bell is imminent. Beautiful southpaw left right on the bell concludes the exchange. So into round 8 then. Nunez out over the front foot. Rakhimov moving clockwise to his left. Could be walking onto that vaunted right cross of Eduardo Nunez, who has spread his legs wide and is digging away to the body. Rakhimov pinned to the ropes, but catapults off the strands to score with a good left cross. But Nunez will not be discouraged nor deterred and is keeping Rakhimov pinned against the strands and looking to quarry away to the body once more. Rakhimov has his chin checked, but then scores with a 2-shot salvo of his own upstairs. Terrific boxing off the ropes and indeed off the back foot, but Nunez steps back into the breach once more and has more success with arcing punches at mid-range. Rakhimov off the ropes with a left uppercut and then keeps the attack going and causes Nunez to take a rare backward step as the crowd dial up the decibel level to maximum, because Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov is backing up the man from Mexico. Now the man from Mexico holding his feet, and it's resulting in a torrid 2-way exchange right on top of the logo at center ring. This is terrific action. Both men enjoying success, and this contest taking on an attritional quality now. So referee Mark Nelson just indicating to Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov's corner that they're going to have to address the binding on his gloves because it's coming loose. Eduardo Nunez momentarily stopped his pressure, but now has got back into punching range once again. Good left uppercut off the ropes from Rakhimov, but then shoveling punches downstairs in non-stop fashion is Eduardo Nunez. Rakhimov with his back pinned against the ropes. The shoulders of Eduardo Nunez keeping him pinned there. On the resumption, left hook to the body, right hand over the top, turns into 3 successive right hands as Nunez continuing to press. Rakhimov finds his back against the ropes once again. Uppercut through the middle from Nunez, and then a left hook from Nunez as Rakhimov looking to score through the middle. He does so with a 2-shot combination and then makes it 2 straight shots at mid-range. Inside the final minute of what is becoming a boxing match that is being conducted in the confines of a phone booth here in the space of center ring or on the ropes. Neither man looking to give ground as they continue to stand toe-to-toe with one another in search of their own offensive success. Rakhimov with a 4-shot combination. Nunez continuing to press. More success at mid-range from Rakhimov. Nunez backing up momentarily before planting his feet back into the canvas once again and looking to hold his ground. Good double right hand to the body, but look at the response from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. 10-second clapper, barely audible. Good right hand over the top, landed from Eduardo Nunez. Rakhimov ending the round with the final word. So into the 9th round then. And the action picking up where it left off to conclude round number 8, and it's Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov out at a brisk pace to begin this 9th round. Aware of that is Eduardo Nunez, and he just backing up Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov towards his own corner, looking to keep him pinned against the ropes with his attack. But look at that footwork and ring generalship from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, who's able to spin out of the corner back to the space of center ring as the two men lock horns at close range, forcing the intervention of referee Mark Nelson. And again, left hook, right uppercut from Nunez before hook successes and counters from Rakhimov. This is back and forth, give and take boxing, and it's anything but a free swing up. But Nunez, his punch output is remarkable for a man so muscular. Non-stop punching to both head and body. Rakhimov showing moments of quality, but he's spending a fair amount of time trying to keep this rampaging front foot brawler from Mexico at bay. And as he walked him back across the ring, the deadlock was broken by a right hand over the top from Nunez, but back comes Rakhimov with a burst of punches at mid-range. Good work to the body downstairs from Nunez, and Nunez pinning Rakhimov to the ropes once again. Rakhimov keeping his wits about him, looking to fire back, but spending an awful lot of time covering up. There he does answer, but Eduardo Nunez unrelenting with his attack. That prompts a response from Rakhimov. Catapults himself off the ropes, get back to the space of the ring, only to be bulldozed back there once more. Beautiful body punching being demonstrated by Eduardo Nunez, and look at that, right on the resumption, right hand to the body, left hook to the head, hooks, uppercuts, all crashing home at mid-range and short range. But Rakhimov fights his way off the strands, forces Nunez to back up momentarily, but Nunez bites down, plants his feet once more as Rakhimov walks him back towards his own corner. Good left hook to the body, landed by Nunez as the heads came together. Nice movement with the feet from Rakhimov. Considerable swelling over the bridge of his nose. It's a rugged physical affair, this one, deep into the 9th round. Oh, good right hand landed, followed by a left hook from Nunez. Rakhimov responds, but then Nunez looks to counter. Rakhimov backing him up, walking him across the ring. 10-second clapper has sounded, closing seconds of this 9th round. Right hand over the top, and then a left hook from Nunez seemingly shook Rakhimov right down to his boots, and then shots after the bell fired by Rakhimov of Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. So we move into the 10th round. Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov right back into the breach and penetrating the defenses of the former champion once more. Rakhimov trying to fend him off, but Nunez has the sense that this is his contest here tonight and continues to plow his way forwards. Right hand not too far away as Rakhimov looking to box off the strands once more. There he gets off the ropes and back to the space of center ring. So brief intervention by the referee, but it's the familiar pattern resuming once more, looking to walk his way in the front door and shovel punches down low is Eduardo Nunez. Beautiful work to the body once again from the man from Mexico. Left hook landed during that trade-off, but Rakhimov fighting his way off the ropes, now back to the space of center ring. With Rakhimov backed up to just above our commentary position. Referee Mark Nelson again intimating to the gold and black corners in attendance here tonight on this IBA Champions Night of Boxing, that they're going to have to fix the binding on Rakhimov's glove. But right now he's got to get busy with his glove, because really planting his feet into the canvas and swinging for the fences is Eduardo Nunez. The shot's being blocked by the arms and gloves on occasion of Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, but these are bludgeoning blows being thundered in by the man from Mexico. It was almost as though he was trying to plow a trench into the canvas of the boxing ring, and the referee calling time to get this binding on the left glove of Rakhimov addressed. And dare I say it, this respite, even though it's the same for both boxers, perhaps a welcome one for Rakhimov. Nunez, he'll benefit from the rest as well, sprints his way back into punching range. Rakhimov countering during this portion of the round. Oh, that's a terrific two-shot salvo to the head as Rakhimov continues to be backed up, and the shots having an increasingly pronounced effect now, seemingly on the former champion. Head swiveling further, backed up to the ropes more incessantly, still keeping his wits about him to the extent that he can spin back to the space of center ring, but he finds Nunez on his chest once again like cough medicine, all up in his grill, and continuing to bang away to both head and body. Terrific work from Eduardo Nunez. Piston punching hurricane is the man from Mexico, as he's looking to outwork and indeed overwhelm Rakhimov, who lets his hands go, but it's only a two-shot salvo in response to the fusillade of punches that he was subjected to both head and body from Nunez. Big swing and a miss with the right hand from Nunez, but now altogether more accurate as he's lessened the power and increased the volume. Letting his hands go, Rakhimov trying to fire away with his southpaw left hand. Right hand around the corner from Nunez as the two men continue toe-to-toe right up until the conclusion of the round. So into the championship round we go, and this represents brand new, uncharted territory for Eduardo Nunez. But my goodness, look at the energy that he's bringing to the proceedings as he's got Rakhimov pinned near his own corner. He's got to show the referee something, and Eduardo Nunez with an unrelenting flurry to begin round number 11. It was a blistering performance produced by Eduardo Nunez, and right in the eyeline of referee Mark Nelson.
Guys, Mr. Nunez is becoming a bit of a concern within the super featherweight division. He has 28 fights, including this one, has suffered only one early career points decision loss. However, with all his other opponents, he has knocked them out. Now, you might say to me, Charles, he has knocked out all his opponents. Why are you saying that he's only becoming a problem and not an actual problem? Well, I'll answer you. 1, besides this and a few other fights, he has only fought, for the most part, Mexican journeymen. Check his record. Number 2, besides this fight in Tajikistan, he has only fought in Mexico and not in the US. Now don't get me wrong, Mexico is an excellent place to develop as a boxer, but it doesn't offer the same variety of problematic styles that the US does. And last but not least, number 3, he has not fought world level competition for a major belt. This fight was a championship fight, yes, but it was to see if he could fight for a major belt, not the actual belt. In any case, Nunez is still young and doesn't need to rush his career like some other boxers, but this is the best time to expand his horizons. I think he's at the next chapter in his development that offers the challenge and test that will reinforce his position on the world stage. He's definitely a knockout artist, but we need to see what happens to his performance when his opposition increases in talent and experience. In this fight, you could see that he was still susceptible to his opponent's attacks, so his defense will need some looking at. But without sounding too pessimistic, his future does look bright. Now, Nunez is currently the IBF mandatory, so we could be looking at a fight between him and Joe Cordina, or if Cordina vacates, then a vacant belt contest with Nunez and another contender. Okay guys, so that's all for now. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please remember to smash the like button if you have enjoyed watching this particular update. Remember to leave a comment within the comment section if you want to add anything about Eduardo "Sugar" Nunez. So until my next one, peace out.